Okay, welcome back, folks. We're so glad you've joined us. My name is Michael Yates. This is the Ridgeview Pod, where we try to cover everything hope, healing, and recovery related. As promised last week, we said we would do part two
Yes,
of
we did.
the NAMI Walk. So, Barry Floyd, great to have you back again.
Thank you for having me again.
Absolutely. So last week we kind of kicked off the whole NAMI Walk campaign. We were recording in April. Now it is May. What is it? May 3rd. Yeah. So we're about 3 weeks out from the walk.
Yep.
So, we thought we'd just kind of pick up where we left off, just highlighting the importance of activity and helping be a complement to optimizing good mental health.
Correct.
And I think I had stumbled across, when I was looking at information related to your role as a wellness coach, I came across this recipe book. I mean, it literally is entitled My Health, My Choice, My Life Recipe Guide.
Correct.
And this thing, well, I went to go hit print, and I noticed it was like 50 pages or something. So
yes,
it is a full-on recipe book.
Yes, and it was the state wellness coaches that put it together.
Oh, cool.
All the ones from East Tennessee, they're the ones who put it together for our members. Wonderful. And it has different snacks, meals, and the best thing about it is you can do it in, some of them are for a microwave, crock pot, oven, stove. So you don't need a professional kitchen to be able to do these.
Yeah, that's great. So do you actually introduce recipes to the members?
I am in the process of trying to incorporate doing some recipes with our membership because some of them are easy to do and you can do it on a budget as well.
Like, give me an example.
Cowboy caviar.
Ooh.
Cowboy caviar. Guacamole.
Nice.
How to do guacamole. I saw one of the meals, well, that's snacks. One of the meals is crockpot wild rice casserole. And then another one is turkey and spinach salad.
Nice. I think a crock pot is like my favorite tool in the kitchen because you can put anything in there and walk away and somehow it ends up becoming a meal.
And that's the best thing about some of these recipes. They're so easy to do.
Yeah.
And I've tried a few of them. And I'm not the best cook, but with the way these recipes are, they're real easy to follow.
So do you have a favorite meal of the day?
Are you talking breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Supper.
Okay.
I'm a supper guy.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I kind of wander around. I'm sort of a full opportunity grazer throughout the day. So, well, that's great. Maybe in a future episode we can actually pick a meal out of there and show folks how to make it.
Absolutely. I'll be more than happy to come over here and do something like that because the more information about our nutrition helps our mental health just as well as exercise does.
Yeah.
What we put in our body helps with our mental health as well.
Yeah. Well, I think, from diet, and I don't mean diet as in
losing weight.
Right. Yeah. Restriction, but nutrition, I guess I should say, sleep,
right,
stress management, activity, all these things work in complement with one another.
Correct.
It seems so. Well, so you shared with me right before we were getting started that you're already well into your training for the NAMI Walk. You did a 5K last Saturday.
Last Saturday it was for autism. It was for the Breakthrough Autism of Knoxville. I found out about it on Wednesday. I'm like, I'm doing it, and I did it.
All right, super. Well, you're well on your way to being fully prepared for the 21st.
Right.
So one of the things that I loved about your advice last week when we talked was just this idea of getting started.
Mm-hmm.
And when you said you can begin by simply getting up and walking to the mailbox and back,
Right.
and then maybe walk to the mailbox twice.
Right.
That it really is a scaffolding, a building upon
Mm-hmm.
getting started.
Right.
And I think that is just golden, golden encouragement, golden direction and
Right.
guidance. So I hope that folks that registered with folks, and that they are encouraged to act on it.
Right. And if you start getting bored of that, walk to the end of your block, walk back.
Yeah.
And just start adding to it. Don't just say, oh, I'm going to walk to the mailbox 6 times today. Add a little bit something extra to it, and it'll help you build up that stamina and help you feel better about yourself, because look at me, I'm going to the end of the block now, where a month ago I couldn't even go to my mailbox safely, or without getting out of breath or over exertion.
Yeah. My wife and I, in our neighborhood, we have 2 different cul-de-sacs. They're actually adding a third now, expanding the neighborhood a little bit further. But to walk to the nearest cul-de-sac is almost exactly 0.2 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So if you walk to that location and back, you're almost at a half a mile.
Exactly.
0.45. But yeah, then you do that twice, and suddenly you're very close to a mile.
A mile.
So yeah,
Right.
it's one of the things that we love about it is, my goodness, nowadays of just finding roads that are safe
Conducive.
enough.
Right. Well, that's why I hit the parks.
Yeah.
That's why I go to parks, is because when you're at a park, you're sort of in a safe spot without cars or anything like that. And also, you get to see fellow walkers, fellow runners, and stuff like that. And the running community is, you don't know the person, you still throw up a hand or say good morning to them or something like that. So that's building the social aspect of your wellness as well.
Well, and you said, you commented earlier on what great parks there are, even here in Oak Ridge, from the Melton Hill
Right.
Greenway to Bissell Park.
The Arboretum.
Yes, yeah.
I love walking out there because you're in nature.
Yeah, I think Ridgeview actually has and I can't remember exactly what date. I want to say it's in July, but we will be Methodist Medical Center hosts Walk with a Doc, and it's one Saturday a month, where a little health lesson is presented, and then they walk from the pavilion to Calhoun's and back. And we're very fortunate that they have allowed us to kind of address how physical activity can complement physical wellness.
Correct.
They work together. So Ridgeview will be looking forward to being a part of that particular Walk with a Doc. Except I guess it'll be Walk with a Mike.
Right.
I'll walk with the Yates or something like that. I don't know.
I'll have my GoPro, so if you need company, let me know.
Good. Well, speaking of company, one of the things we were also talking about was you've developed a playlist for your 5K to
Correct.
kind of keep you company along
Right.
the way.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about that. How is listening to music helpful to you?
With the type of music I'm listening to, it keeps me motivated, but also it lets me think that, hey, I'm out here doing this. Don't worry about what's going on. You're enjoying the music. You're enjoying the sunshine. You're just out in the open. And with my music, yeah, it keeps me motivated to keep putting one foot in front of the other. but it also helps me clear my mind. So I'm not worried about what's going to happen after the race. I'm focused on what is present, being in the present, not what happened before the race or what's going to happen after the race. Be in the present of where you're at.
In the moment. Yeah.
Correct.
Well, that's a great mindfulness activity for sure. What struck me though was you mentioned how your playlist, has it fits with kind of where your energy output is going during the period of the event. So you have a lot of energized songs, right. And then you actually sort of have a regulation, tapering, right. Kind of bringing you back to. So very, right. Very insightful. I'm sure that would be helpful in regulating your own system.
That's right. And that's the reason I set it up that way is, granted, I don't run anymore, but even when you're out there walking, you're still getting your heart rate up. You're still getting your breathing up. So you got to be able to bring that down safely without going out there doing the 5K and then suddenly getting in your car and going, because that can lead to cramps and other issues. But if you are able to regulate yourself down back to normal, mm-hmm. It makes you feel better. Plus, you can use them endorphins a lot longer.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing like those self-made feel-good hormones.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to make sure we got information back out about the NAMI Walk. It is, and we'll put this in the comments section of the post as we did before, but we're pleased to say that we've gone from 14 members of the team. When I checked yesterday, it was well into the 20s.
Awesome.
So we're headed in the right direction. So please go visit the link, and if you'd like to join our team, please do so. The event is Saturday, May 21st at 10 o'clock Eastern at Lakeshore Park, which has lots of different options to walk. We don't know exactly where the start finish will be, but we'll certainly keep people posted through our social media platforms. I did receive, I don't know if you did, but in the mail a registration link for that family picnic that they were at, and it was on a postcard.
I have not received that yet.
Okay. Well, I wonder, I'll be curious if in the next couple of days you get that, but it made me think, they're trying to account for how many people to have food for. So we'll also make sure that we get that link out to folks as well. The information on the NAMI walks indicates that the family picnic is from 10:15 to 1, with the walk starting at 10. So I guess that is under the assumption that some people will just do a very, very brief, maybe 100 yards up, 100 yards back, and that'll be great. Well, what else? Are there other things that you think we need to get out there for folks?
One thing I would like to say is, as a team member of Ridgeview's team, is a big thank you to the people who have joined our team, and also for the people that have donated to our team, because that money's going to a organization that is statewide, but we're going to be able to keep some of that money here in Oak Ridge to help people in Oak Ridge.
That's right.
And my brother-in-law and sister-in-law made a donation, and they live in South Carolina, and they're going to be looking into NAMI out there to see if they can get involved with that.
Yeah.
So
great
a
point.
big thank you to everybody who's joined the team and also who has donated.
Yes. No, I'm so glad you brought that up, Barry. I mean, gratitude is as important as anything else that we do, and extending thanks to those folks and to your family members. Yeah,
Yep.
man, that's great. And yes, it does make a difference. You're right to point out that though the money goes to Tennessee NAMI, half of all of our proceeds can be dedicated to an affiliate, a local
Right.
affiliate, and the one here, Oak Ridge NAMI, is our local affiliate. So that does translate to dollars that actually end up right back here in the community. And NAMI Oak Ridge has been such a big supporter of whether it's during holiday times, providing meals for our members,
Right.
Gifts. They host classes on a number of different topics. And they're also big supporters of the CIT, Crisis Intervention
Right.
Training, that's held twice here. So we're very, very fortunate to have a strong local affiliate like that. Well, good. I think that is probably the perfect way to close out is with gratitude.
No, I agree.
So, man, thanks again for coming in.
Thank you.
I look forward to sitting on that chair one time in the future. You sit in this chair. And you're doing a great job. Keep up the great work.
Yes, sir.
And,
It's my pleasure to do this. As I've told people before, it may take you a lifetime to find your passion, but when you find it, go for it, because it took me almost 53 years to figure out my passion. And when I found it, it started here at Ridgeview.
all in.
All in.
Yeah. Well, it's we're the ones that are fortunate. So, thank you.
Yes, sir.
We'll come back after the walk and kind of maybe we'll have some pictures we can share and talk about
yes.
what the day was like.
Yes, I'll be more than happy to come back anytime.
Sport our shirts. So. Well, folks, we appreciate you for taking time out of your day to tune in for another Ridgeview Pod. Again, my name is Michael Yates. I'm your host. Please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell so that you get notification of our latest episode. Take good care of yourself, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.